Welcome to episode. Are you getting dirty? Because it's episode 30 of the Ill Noise podcast. I'm here with my. I'm surprised you have that one. I'm here with my beautiful. Goat? No. My beautiful wife, my beautiful co-host, Neha. How you doing today, babe?
I say beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife, beautiful life. If you want to have a beautiful wife, make sure you have a beautiful life, and that's what you get when you get a beautiful wife. How you doing today, babe?
I'm doing great, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing better because I am not with someone else. I'm with you. Anyways, thank you again, everybody, for showing out. We want to keep going. We want to keep growing, and let's just keep motoring on. So, I guess the first thing we should talk about this week is the fact that my team, the Chicago White Sox, that my father, Philip Scott Weissman, grew up in the South Side, became a Sox fan. I don't know why my brother, Jeff, what the hell, is not, but I then became a Sox fan, and I've been following this team pretty much my entire life. And this year they have what rhymes with truck?
Suck?
Oh, I was going to say something else, and I thought, they suck. So they had a 21-game losing streak, which tied the American League record, right? Baseball's been around for over
a century?
Yes, over 100 years. And they just tied an American League record set by the 1988 Baltimore Orioles, who started the season. That must have sucked as a fan of that team, with 21 straight losses. White Sox did that. Just tied it. Then they won, so now we just tied. Now we fired the coach. I'm thinking if I'm the coach of this historically bad team, quite frankly, I'm kind of happy. You know, Pedro Grifol. So he's no longer the coach. We got this other guy, Gracie Sizemore. He was a pretty decent player with the Cleveland. Oh, don't say Indians.
Cleveland Guardians.
Used to be my bad. DEI folks, my bad. It wasn't Cleveland Guardians. Anyways, he's the current manager, but it's not like permanent stuff. But anyways, way to go, White Sox. You suck. You tied the record. You suck. You got a new coach.
But they won.
They did win, and they lost again after they won because, they're them. So now, I don't know what else is really popping in Major League Baseball. I mean, honestly, Aaron Judge is crushing it. Shohei Ohtani's crushing it. Paul Skeens, our boy Skeens, he's crushing it too.
Yeah.
But, baseball is still kind of like working its way. We'll increase our baseball talk when it becomes a little bit more relevant. But way to go, White Sox.
But maybe next week we'll have a big scoop.
Oh. And she's not talking about ice cream, boys and girls. She's not. Although, if you were to have a scoop of ice cream, what would you want? If we went to Baskin Robbins and they're like, you get
Jamocha almond fudge.
Oh, gosh. Would you want it in a cup? Would you want a sugar cone or a waffle cone? What would be your option?
The waffle cone.
Me too. I don't want a waffle here. You know what I would do? It's okay if you don't. Mint chocolate chip. I would go mint chocolate chip. I would do that, anyways, nice scoop. Baseball. That's all you got. We're going to switch gears here to the NFL, which stands for not for long. If you don't come with it, right? National Football League. So this is basically like last week. It was the Hall of Fame game, which basically means like, by the way. And I know I'm going off script here, but you watched it too. Hall of Fame game happened. Didn't really matter. A bunch of second, third stringers played. But there was some guys on the Bears. I know we talked about the fact that they made it, but that actually happened. And Julius Peppers, who played 4 years with the Bears, he gave Chicago some props. Devin Hester, arguably the greatest, not arguably, the greatest returner of all time, in his speech, something really powerful that he said. He said, I may be the first, but I'm not going to be the last of returners making it, because he's the first returner to make the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But we both, I know, we got kind of like in our feels when Steve Mongo McMichael won.
Absolutely.
And of course, Steve McMichael, who suffered from ALS, which used to be called Lou Gehrig's disease, it's a horrendous thing that basically makes it so your brain doesn't send any more messages to the rest of your body, so you just kind of almost basically decompose. That's basically what happened. So Steve McMichael, who was pushing 270 when he was playing, and I think I made that up, could be more. I don't know, like a lot. I mean, I'm 100 pounds less than that. He's now less than I am right now, and I'm about 170 pounds or so. But anyway, so everybody that made the Hall of Fame went to Canton to do their speeches, and then when it was his turn, they actually went live to Lake Forest, Illinois, where he's living. Might not be Lake Forest, right outside Chicago. I think it's like, and a lot of his teammates were there. Mike Singletary, who made the Hall of Fame, was there. Richard Dent actually kind of spoke for him. It was really emotional. And again, last thing I'm going to say about that real quick, because I know I kind of went a curveball on you, is let's give people props when they're still around and still around, right?
Yeah.
Steve
absolutely.
McMichael was a boisterous, loud, rah kind of guy that would have done an amazing speech. And he totally should have made the Hall of Fame 10, 15, 20 years ago because he was that good, so. But anyways, it was emotional. I know
it was Walter Payton's son who did the announcement.
Jared Payton. So Jared Payton.
Yeah, so it was really amazing.
Jared Payton basically was the spokesperson for two people in the Hall of Fame. And of course, in 1993, it was
his father, Walter Payton himself, right here.
My favorite player, my role model, my hero, Walter Payton. He did that, and then he did it for Steve. And he did a beautiful job because Jared is just like his father, has a beautiful spirit, speaks eloquently, very intelligent, wonderful, wonderful. So that was really beautiful. Now, what is also happening right now is the fact that basically this is the first week of preseason games for all. I know I skipped. Don't worry. This is like the first week for like exhibition games. So I'm excited as a Bears fan to see the number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, play on Saturday. I know we kind of switched some things around. We're going to do some things on Saturday. We're like, you know what? Let's flip things around a little bit. Instead of doing Saturday, we'll do it. I'm excited to see him. He'll probably play about a quarter or so. All the guys will play a quarter or so. Jaden Daniels with Washington Commanders, who was the number 2 overall pick in the first round after Caleb, will play in all likelihood the first quarter, and all people will. So this is going to be an exciting week. And boys, girls, whatever you call yourself, we're proponents of LGBTQ. So if you're not a boy or a girl, and whatever you say that whatever you feel comfortable stating as who you are, like everyone, like football is getting ready to go. And for people like us, I know you're a big Chiefs fan. You like the Bears. I'm a Bears fan, like Chiefs. This is an exciting time.
But I enjoy watching the Lions too, and the Jets, and the Vikings, all the teams.
Yes.
But we have more favoritism towards the Chiefs and the Bears.
Absolutely. Well said, babe. Well said. And also every year the HBO does Hard Knocks, right? And the Bears, my team, our team, but
we're featured.
Are featured this whole season. And the first episode came out, and it was a doozy. And a couple things I saw just really quick that I loved about it, and then just that the team seems so simpatico, like they really seem like they just really get along, and really, which again, maybe it could be how they're taping it and how they're filming it and stuff, but really cool. But what stood out to me is Coach Matt Eberflus, who we call Coach Flus, right? Coach Flus.
Yeah.
He was talking to his old...
Or Eberflus.
Yes. Nice.
That's my way of going.
Love it. He was talking to his old college coach. When he went back in the day when he played, he went to the University of Toledo. And at the University of Toledo...
Over there in Ohio.
Yes. Their coach was this young, up-and-coming guy named Nick Saban.
Yeah, also from Alabama.
The GOAT coach. And what was really cool was hearing Nick Saban talking to Coach Flus, about making sure he tempered the pressure on Caleb Williams. And he was basically like, listen, your quarterback, he's talented as heck. He's amazing. But all these people are saying he's going to do this and that and that and this. And like, you just need to make sure you continue to develop him. And you continue to like create an environment that he's going to thrive in and like cut down the noise. And I thought it was beautiful. It was just really.
And I mean, on Facebook, it was just like they were roaring about this.
Yes.
How Flus and Saban were just
chopping it up.
How it was such an intricate, just such a pronounced conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Again, it was only episode 1. Now, I will say one thing really quick. They did have this little part in it where they're like saying that if he excelled, he would have the same...
Caleb Williams.
Nice. He would have the same impact in Chicago as...
The basketball GOAT.
But
he's basically when you say GOAT, you think of this guy.
And I thought that was, and I know you do it for TV and everything else, but I will say as somebody that's been around the Chicagoland area my entire life, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wouldn't even say to compare him to this guy. Okay, I wouldn't even do that because this guy retired as the NFL rushing leader. This guy's unceremonious. This guy's basically known as the GOAT of not just basketball, essentially of all sports. Don't do that. What I would say is that Caleb obviously has all the talent in the world, and I know all you guys that are scared because apparently on occasion he paints his nails. You know why he does that? Because his freaking mom works at a nail salon, and he would do it because he'd spend time with his mom, and she would kind of like shine stuff up and everything else. Okay, get out of your guys got to be this way and girls got to be this. Get out of that whole mindset. That's all stupid BS.
Silly.
But Caleb, let's just, as Bears fans, and I hope everyone that's not a Bears fan, just give him time to grow. Just like with anyone.
Absolutely.
No matter what if you're starting a business, give it time to like
nourish,
right?
And develop.
Yes, which is the same we do with him. And that was actually like the key of what Nick Saban was telling Flus, is he was like, one of the keys I know you always talk about is develop. Like just concentrate on that. Concentrate on developing. Concentrate at, every day get a win here or there. You can make a bad play, but if you learn from it and then don't repeat it, that's a win. Right?
And it was Einstein, right? Who said, what did Einstein say about if you make a mistake and
I don't know if it was Einstein.
Who said that?
You're pulling something that I don't.
If you make a mistake and you repeat it, but you do it again.
I don't know who said it, but I know where you're going with that. I don't know who said it. I don't know if it's Einstein.
But the exact quote?
Yeah, the quote is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Right?
Yes,
like that's where you're going.
That's
so like
accurate.
Yeah, and but still, you actually stemmed me to like even think of that. So props to you, babe. I don't know if it was Einstein. Could have been. I'm not smart enough.
I think it might have been, but we'll have to fact check that.
We will. Hey.
We're here more for entertainment.
Yes, way more
for factual reasons.
No. But we do like to talk about what's happening, though. So even though we're not, steeped in
accurate
facts,
to the T.
Yes.
We are not here dotting our I's or crossing our T's.
No.
But we're trying to be close to reality.
Yes.
But not precise.
We're not trying to be like perfect. Like if you're perfect, you'd win like if you were in the Olympics, you'd win like a gold medal. And speaking about that, right now, hold on. Right now, we usually don't do this on the day we're going to push this out, but we are doing this on Thursday. Is it 8/8? Is this August 8th?
No, actually, we are Wednesday right now.
No, this is Thursday.
No, 8/8. We are Wednesday.
Honey, I promise you, it's Thursday. Today is Thursday.
It's Wednesday.
No, it's. Honey, I love you. It's
oh yes, we usually record on Wednesdays,
but we're doing it today on Thursday.
Recording on a
you were
Thursday.
you were so strong with making me look like a fool. Like It's 8/8. It's Wednesday. No, like, honey, I know it's
Well, yes. We usually record on Wednesdays,
Yes.
but today we were late in the week.
Yes. Sometimes you flip it around.
Yes.
Right.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, on August 8th, way back in the day, don't remember the year because I'm not a Cubs fan, but this is the first time the Cubs played under lights in Wrigley Field. And my Grandma Tilly was still around, and so was Grandpa Roy. And I can't remember the year, but it was way back in the day. But this happened today. But anyways, it is Thursday. But the Olympics are happening. And what I want to know, what is the current medal count on Thursday? Not Wednesday. Thursday, August 8th. What's the current medal count? Top 3. What do we got?
Okay, so this was
go from 3 to 1. Let's go 3 to 1.
An hour and a half ago.
Go 3 to 1.
So U.S.
No, go 3 to 1. Go from.
Okay, so Australia.
Has
53.
Good day, mate.
Has around 53.
Yep. How many goals?
Around 16 to 18. 16 to 18. China has around 28. And
Goal.
U.S. goal.
And how many totals does China have?
And U.S. has 30.
You're flipping on.
No,
Okay.
China has 28.
Yeah.
U.S. has around 30.
Yes. So what about total goals?
That was gold.
Total medals.
Total medals.
My apologies. I said goals, not golds, but it would sound like
total
goals.
medals.
Yes.
Australia has around 53.
Around 53.
And then China has around 72.
William the Refrigerator Perry was 72. Yes. Sorry.
And then U.S. has around 103.
U.S.
Okay.
Woo! Good job, boys. I would like to reference a couple people until we actually talk about what we just watched.
Okay. Well, let's finish our NFL talk and then we will get to the Olympics. That was just a little segue. So going on with the NFL, Brandon Ayuk, he is seeking a trade, right?
Yeah. So he might get traded to Pittsburgh, and we'll see how it happens. Let's
Right.
go back to the Olympics. So thank you for all of that. Thanks for doing the transitions. I got this. Hey, I got this.
So the U.S. is dominating in the medal count, and it's very much thanks to one of our top gymnasts.
Yes.
Simone Biles.
She wore a necklace a couple days ago, and it was a necklace that was of an animal, right? And the animal, what if you were to guess the animal? I know you saw this. If you were to guess the animal, what would the animal be?
Goat.
Okay.
She is the goat of gymnastics.
Female, for sure.
Female.
Probably male too.
I mean, I'm not. There are no men popping out to me that are gymnasts.
No.
So
no, she's.
When I think of gymnastics, I think of women like Shannon Miller, Kim Zmeskal,
Mary Lou Retton back in the day.
I was reading the
Mary Lou
wiki
Retton.
on Mary Lou Retton.
She was
literally yesterday.
She was like.
She's like she used to be like the one,
but not anymore. Not anymore. And
and then Nadia from Romania, who used to be coached by the Corellis.
If your name is Nadia, you should be from Romania because it's just got like a. What I love about Simone Biles, not only is she married to a bear, Jonathan Owen, and the Bears let Jonathan. I think we talked about this. But let him go there, which was awesome.
Yes,
but she crushed it. Not the past Olympics, but the Olympics before. And this is important to both of us. Last Olympics, she had what in baseball terms I could just call the yips. And the yips would be when a person is really good fielding the ball and all of a sudden he or she, because women's softball players could get the yip too, gets the ball instead of throwing it first, all of a sudden like throws it weird and makes errors and does horrible things. And
well, I think her grandmother had passed away.
Yeah, and okay. I have no idea if that's.
I think
I have no idea.
She had a family member who had just recently passed away in 2020.
But she was in her head, and she literally, like, just couldn't perform last Olympics, even though she dominated the Olympics before
2016. She was just like
crushed it,
nailed it.
So last Olympics, she had to kind of pull herself out. There was people talking smack. Anybody that doesn't know anything.
I don't think it was revealed that she had a loss until like later.
Yeah. she's come back this Olympics. She's not as dominating as she was in 16.
But she's
pretty close.
She's like the best.
She is the best. And she has, with all her medals, including her golds, she is the most decorated women's gymnast of all time. She's probably the most, I don't know this, I think so, the most, just in all gymnasts, most decorated. And it's just been really inspiring because, she's actually she's given her teammates flowers. She's given opponents flowers. There was,
she's very humble.
She's
amazing.
Yeah. And she's done some really amazing things. And we're all big fans of her for sure.
And also Katie Ledecky.
You're doing a lot of transitions this time. Katie Ledecky, quite possibly, I got this right, is quite possibly the greatest women's swimmer of all time. We can't say greatest swimmer of all time because Homeboy was there. Homeboy was there to watch. Right? Homeboy's got, I think he's got
23 gold medals.
I think he's got that many gold medals. But I think Katie now's got 9 to 10. I don't, but she's got the most by a woman, and she's just crushing it. And she's literally when she's swimming, it's like what Larry Bird once said back in the day. He walked into the locker room before a 3-point contest. He still had his warm-ups in. He looked around at all the other people that were going to be in the contest, and he looked around and he said, "Hey, who's going to take second?" He knew he was going to take first. That's what Katie Ledecky literally should do every time she races. Just hey, I'm going to win. So who's going to take second? So all the flowers in the world to Katie Ledecky, who's been crushing it. Now, before we go we're going to go here then there. The women's basketball team has continued to thrive, even though they're missing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, but we've already discussed that.
Yeah.
But they're crushing it. They're on pace to win their eighth consecutive gold medal, which is nuts. And led by the amazing, wonderful
Asia Wilson,
who last game we watched did 20 points, 10 rebounds again, which made her have the most career 20-point, 10 rebound games in women's Olympic history. So much props to that team. We're going to keep watching them on. We're going to cheer them on in the gold medal game, but they're crushing it. Breestu's been amazing. Asia's been the best. Breestu's been second, but the team is awesome. But Miss Lloyd's been crushing it. I mean, there's been a lot of really wonderful performances on that team. Sabrina's been awesome.
Diana, all of them.
Yeah, Diana's been cheering a lot, which is fine. I mean, I don't know why. Really quick, I don't know why Caitlin couldn't be cheering like Diana's, because Diana's averaging 2 minutes a game. That's fine. But they're crushing it, and they're going for it. Now, what I want to talk about before we get to the end here.
Yeah, less than half an hour ago.
We just finished watching U.S. men's basketball playing against Serbia. Okay?
Semifinals.
Yes. Winner plays for the gold.
It was
against France.
The most amazing comeback.
Yes. So they're playing against Serbia. Serbia, of course, is led by
Nikola Jokic.
The Joker. Nikola Jokic. But the Joker. Who played amazing, by the way. Amazing.
Well, I think his colleagues.
His teammates were pretty awesome, too.
What
especially Bogan Bogdanovic. Mm-hmm. Bogan Bogdanovic.
And one of the other guys, too.
Yes. I don't know all the names. Don't want to be offensive. This is for entertainment. But, great game. Serbia against U.S. U.S. is favored. U.S. already played them a couple times. Already won. Not by a lot, but, already won. This game, going into halftime.
17. They were winning by 17.
14, 17, something 14. Like that. Going to the fourth quarter, they started, or going to the third quarter. Third quarter's playing. It seems like they're coming back a little bit.
They're leading by 6 to 11.
But then when the third quarter's done, they're losing by 11. Right, going to the fourth quarter. Serbia is, and I said to you, I said, babe, I'm scared. I mean, I'm a little concerned.
And who's the dominant guy for U.S.? Our man Steph Curry, 3-pointer dude all the time,
greatest shooter of all time.
Oh yeah.
So in U.S. I did this research real quick. In USA men's basketball history, Carmelo Anthony has a record with 37 points. when he scored 37 points in the game that he did, I think their team won by like 30. This is a close game. This is when every shot counts. So our man Steph Curry used to be part of the Splash Brothers with Klay Thompson, greatest shooter that ever existed. After the first quarter, he's got 17 points. Okay. He ends up with 36, 1 point away from the U.S. record. But I love you, Carmelo. I do. A lot of people are like, oh, Carmelo, blah, blah. Carmelo's a beast. This was more impactful than 37 Carmelo scored in a game they won by 50 or something. This game was close all the time. When we needed a basket, Steph came through. And they were losing by double digits going the fourth quarter, and we did what we do.
Yeah.
And we won. And
we beat them by how many points? Like just
4,
a couple?
Like 4, something like that. Something like that. 4 or 5, I don't know.
It was so intense and so magnificent that
they won. We were both so excited. We kept
yes.
We were so excited. It was a great game. If you catch,
I don't think we've been this loud in our house ever.
It's been no, I don't know. Watching a game if we have. I mean, I know I have. And you have at times.
Yeah, I'm
like,
like,
I don't know together for.
You gotta quiet down, man.
Yes.
But yeah, I was insanely loud too.
It was amazing. So, kudos to you guys. You guys play on Saturday. We're switching our plans around so we can make sure we're watching this. I thought it was Sunday, by the way. It's Saturday now. All good.
And we're actually flying to Paris. So, surprise.
But anyways, let's go USA. Really quick, if we
yes, we have a movie.
We do have a movie review. Movie review is Top Gun, not Top Gun that just came out. Top Gun Maverick, whatever the hell it was.
But the original
with
our favorite guy, Tom Cruise.
Well, I don't know if he'd be my favorite guy, but he was awesome in this movie. It's about the mid-80s, like 84, 85.
It's not the basketball guy, but the other guy.
Anthony Edwards.
ER.
Yes. Anthony Edwards. Yes. And Val Kilmer. Kilmer, too.
Goose
was Anthony Edwards, yes. Tom Cruise's Maverick. The protagonist that became...
His girlfriend was...
Meg Ryan.
Exactly.
Yeah. You check my words and you try to remember. So anyways, we watched Top Gun again. It wasn't our first time. We watched Top Gun again.
It won't be our last time.
So here's the key. So Maverick, played by Tom Cruise, his father was in the Navy, because they're in the Navy. It's not Air Force. You think it's Air Force? It's actually
it's always like a thing like, is it Navy or Air Force?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
it was in Navy. It was in Navy. He was sort of a malcontent. Anyways, so Tom Cruise, his son Maverick, ends up like getting in there. So there's this whole thing called Top Gun. It's like for all the great. If you could fly really good, you get to Top Gun.
Exactly.
And he shouldn't have made it. Him and Goose shouldn't have made it. But the guys that should have made it went all crazy style. So then they made it because they were second best and went to first best. Go to Top Gun. Then they get Top Gun. And then Val Kilmer, he's Iceman. And he's got this other guy, I can't remember his name. But anyways, they're kind of protagonists, but kind of antagonists, but kind of protagonists.
Yeah, Val Kilmer's like, he's kind
of jerky.
He's not like, Huckleberry.
But no, he's not. He's not like that. So they're all in this Top Gun. And all this stuff happens, and then Tom Cruise ends up having sex with his teacher. Anyways, Kelly McGillis, who was a big thing back in the day.
Everyone but she's not popular anymore.
No. She's like 60. But anyways, bunch of stuff happens, which is great.
But Tom Cruise is old too, but he still looks good.
He does. Yeah, well, plastic surgery. Anyway, so a bunch of stuff happens, and then they're doing this flying thing at one point, and then there's an issue with the airplane. And
unfortunately,
yes, Goose dies.
Tom Cruise has to go do condolences to Meg Ryan.
Yeah, it's crazy. So Tom Cruise, Maverick, gives all of Goose's stuff back to Meg Ryan. Can't remember her name. Then he's all whacked up in the head, of course, because his coworker, his best friend.
Anthony Edwards and Tom Cruise were like bros.
BFFs. Yes. So he dies. So then he's got to do this stuff. All this stuff happens. It's a great movie. At the end, Tom Cruise saves the day, flying. Love it, right?
That's what we got, guys.
It's awesome.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great week, and we will see you next week. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.